to take the weight away from Garrett Foster. And once you get those hips in, you get him elevated, the toes off the ground, it's a pretty easy slam to the ground there. Foster doing a good job of getting his feet back under him really, really quick, but not in any better of a position here.
Round 2 here, Foster, Canard, Cody Owens, the Texas Zombie, joining us here for the broadcast for this fight. Alex Morono on assignment right now, working the corner for Canard.
You hear him right now giving instructions out just as we're talking, giving Canard a little bit of instruction. You see him in this back-mounted position, just kind of pounding away here at Foster, very similar to the first round.
Yeah, both rounds are almost identical, and again, Foster making some technical mistakes here on these escapes, and I like Sean has improved his position just a little bit, coming from being on the side, now taking the back straight on, got that one hook in.
Going back, thinking about Sean's fights as an amateur, when he was in positions like this, he would always let those hands loose a little bit, and he would pepper in shots and make it hard for his opponent to get comfortable, and we haven't seen too much of that just yet from Canard.
Yeah, you saw for a moment there he did have Foster flattened out, which is just an extremely uncomfortable position to find yourself in. It's kind of this sky ride position, skydiver position. You see him trying to do the right thing and turn back in now, but Canard you're talking about that power he has. Looking to see going for a choke here, it seems, but not quite sure if he's under the chin.
Looks like it's a little bit outside, working its way across, but good head turn there from Foster. Gets out of a rough position for the choke at least, but still has Top Gun on his back.
Yeah, the one thing Foster is explosive. He does make those explosive movements well, and that's the only time he's been able to get Canard out of position, is he explodes a little faster than Canard can transition. And so that's been his kind of ace in the hole so far. It's not something you can really depend on when you can't stay out of the positions, because again, you're surviving, but you're not winning this fight.
Yeah, a testament to his defense for sure. Being able to get out of some of these deep submissions. That one we just saw underneath the chin for a moment there, but able to move and get out of it. But like Raheel said earlier, it's not going to win fights. It's not going to get the job done. We have to look for something more. Back on the feet now, looking for some big bombs. Right. But here we are again. Ever familiar position. We've got Canard on top, just pounding away a little ground and pound.
Yeah, let's see how the guard is here of Garrett Foster. I think the first time he's been stuck in his guard. Not sure what kind of jiu-jitsu chops he has from here, and Canard with a little opportunity to do some ground and pound here.
Yeah, looked to run away there, but Canard immediately saw the back and took it.
Yeah, that's that spot where if you're going to try to stand up, you have to do a technical stand-up. You got to stay facing your opponent. You cannot turn your back and try to just outrun him to the cage, because Canard was ready for that. And as soon as he saw him go to his hip, he attacked again. Back to side control, and now to the back. And immediately goes to doing damage here from the back.
Lost the mouthpiece there for a second. Looked like Canard kind of let him put it back in.
See if Canard rips back here or flattens out. Good flat.
And you see the explosive movements of Foster are effective for survival. But Canard continuing to ride this out.
Really want to see Canard
lose with the hands, right? Yeah, we've seen him before,
yeah,
particularly in his amateur career, in this position, and just explode with some ground and pound, 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds worth of that, or 20 strikes worth of that, rather. And the referee's going to come in and stop this fight, but you don't see him really adamant to go for that.
I mean, he's peppering in shots, Michael, but not
the
power. He has so much power in those hands.
I just think he's just afraid that Foster has been explosive in his escapes. I think it feels as soon as he makes some distance, he feels like Foster's going to explode again and just kind of lose his position. So, he's doing the right thing. He's winning the fight, and he's getting into position to win the fight. I think he's up 2 rounds to none pretty easily.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. I think it comes to a mental where you have to go, okay, I'm not exactly going down the avenue I'd like to. I have to take what's available to me.
Yeah, and you see, You can see the strength difference here for one. But, explosiveness and quickness, I'd have to give that to Foster, but he's not really using it for anything except for to kind of survive. Kennard has been on him the entire time. It's been this. There's been no distance between him and Kennard in offensive positions and Foster in defensive positions, and that has to change. He's got to let it all hang out here. His coaches have to be telling him you're down 2-0, and he's just got to let it go here. He's got to let his hands go. And, Kennard, of course, is not going to let that happen. He's going to try not to let that happen. He's going to close the distance. He's going to get in there and try to get his arms around him. And once he does, it's going to go back to the mat. And so that's what Foster has to avoid.
All right, final round, third fight of our prelims broadcast.
Yeah, you'd have to think that Foster his coaches gave him some sense of urgency coming out in this third round. We'll have to see what he's able to put together. But as you were saying, Mike, if he keeps doing what he's doing, Kennard's going to go right back to the well and keep doing exactly what he's done, and he'll get a decision victory here, if not a TKO victory along the way.
Yeah, it looks like Foster all of a sudden has changed his fighting style for the third round. Yeah. He's gone to a more karate Lyoto Machida style here.
Yeah, good bounce in his step.
Oh, good.
Kennard having none of it.
Kennard again trying to put some pressure on Foster. Up against the cage, holding that right hand. Foster not really fighting hard. He's fighting hard for the underhook, but just to get it down to his waist. He's got to fight really, really hard to change the direction.
A couple dirty little knees in here to the thighs. These things can be effective for setting up trips, but also very aggravating to the thigh, to the quad.
Yeah, and this is the part where he's got an underhook. He needs to squat down, get a little more weight underneath Sean Kennard if he wants to either get some separation or if he wants to initiate a takedown himself. Sean Kennard with another outside trip, takedown. Right into half guard, up on top.
Yeah, there's the eventuality you talked about. Eventually we find ourselves in this position. Here we are once more. 3 minutes left in the third round.
Yeah, and this is a good ground and pound position. Sean deciding he'd rather change position here. Looks like he wants to get to side control again, or maybe to the mount. Throwing a lot of punches from here. He's just got to be careful. He's giving him a little bit of space there.
There you go. Now, the right was just sitting there, ribs open.
Yeah, now this is not good for Garrett Foster.
Yeah, looks like a little head and arm submission being set up here.
Yeah, those big shoulders and big arms and that weight of Sean Kennard is about to be pushing down on the chin and neck. If he can change sides, it's much more effective. You can finish this from the mount, but it's very effective from side control.
He's trying to
on
get
that side. He's got the lockdown.
Yeah.
Which is the right thing to do there, but there it goes. Now he's able to cut that knee through. He passed. Back over to the mount. Soften him up a little bit with some right hands, but maybe losing the choke in the process.
And there's that explosiveness of Foster again.
Yeah, got to give him his credit. Definitely not accepting any of these positions. Kennard just all over him now on the back once more, looking for that choke again.
Yeah, Kennard needs to pull those heels back and push those hips forward. Make this as uncomfortable as possible. That is under the chin. That's very tight. This is going to be a finish.
Palm to palm here.
This is it. That's it.
Sean Kennard gets the tap in round 3. What a debut win for Sean Kennard. Our first finish of the night here at Fury FC 80. And man, Garrett Foster did everything he could to survive some tough positions, Cody, but eventually It was just too much.
Yeah, Canard just with a relentless onslaught of pressure, some ground and pound, was able to get a few different rear naked choke attempts sunk in there, got under the chin a couple times. That third time right there eventually was the one that got the job done. He got underneath the chin, was able to get palm to palm to create the necessary leverage and get the finish.
Take a look at our highlights for round 3. We'll get a look at the finish as well. But it really was opened up, Cody, by those shots. He was actually punching, softened up Garrett, and eventually that right elbow and forearm snuck in, and it was in deep. You see the tap.
Yep.
Congratulations. Let's make this thing official. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 3 minutes, 40 seconds into the third and final round, declaring a winner by tap out to a rear naked choke, Top Gun, Sean Kennard.
Top Gun getting the job done here, picking up his first professional victory, his first professional finish.
I'm here with the winner, Sean Kennard. Sean, a beautiful debut. A rear naked choke finish. Were you surprised at how explosive he was from those positions from the bottom for you not to be able to do that earlier in the fight?
Yeah, I was. He's a tough dude. I mean, honestly, this is our game plan. You know, I'm just going to Alex Morono. We body lock ride till the day's done. And he was tough, man. I didn't expect him to hang on that long, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I trained with Team Alex Morono yesterday, and I know all about that body lock ride. But it was a beautiful finish, a much anticipated debut. We love seeing you in there. You were the amateur champion. What do you want next from Fury Fighting Championships?
Man, I'm thankful to be here. You know, this is a great organization, so I feel blessed to be able to fight for you guys. And, you know, I know we're supposed to, you know, Dana White says keep God out of your post-victory speech, but I wouldn't be here if the Lord didn't make me a dangerous man. And, of course, all my fans, my beautiful wife, my kids, man. I'm blessed to be here, and I'm thankful to be here. So what I'm looking for is more fights.
Well, we're thankful to have you here, Sean, and we can't wait to see you again. Congratulations on the victory. Your winner, Sean Top Gun Canard.
Congratulations on the debut win. Sean Canard gets it done against Garrett Foster. We've got our bantamweights, and I'm so pumped to watch this next fight. Gabriel Wanderlei against Rylan Melancon. Let's meet the first fighter.
Please welcome to the blue corner for your next fight, Gabriel Wanderlei.
Gabriel Wanderlei. We had a chance to watch him get that win against Karan Reed at FC 74 in round 2 via the rear naked choke. Second time inside the Fury FC cage, and this kid can grapple and get taps, Michael.
Yeah, this kid is the real deal. He's got 2 wins as a pro, both of them rear naked chokes. You know, this guy, of course, really, really good on the ground. 7-1 as an amateur. All of his wins are by submission. Every single one of them. So this kid has 9 wins by submission, only 1 loss as an amateur. But, you know, once this thing goes to the ground, the Recife Shark, Gabriel Wanderlei, this dude is really, really good.
He's going to be taking on one of his toughest opponents in Smiling Rylan, who we'll meet in just a second. But this really is a fight of some prospects. Here's his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Rylan Melancon.
Rylan Melancon, 4-time inside the Fury FC cage, 2-1 overall, coming off that crazy quick KO at Challenger Series 3, a fight that both of y'all called against Gino Sheftov. And that was a comeback fight coming off that loss, and we were looking at him. I remember watching the broadcast, it was like, all right, Gino's a tough dude, but Rylan showed that he improved on some stuff.
Yeah, you can tell Rylan's definitely been putting the work in. He's been training, sharpening his skills. He showed a pretty well-rounded set of skills too, so I'm excited to see him come out and see what else he's been working on tonight.
Yeah, fighting out of the Gladiators Academy in Lafayette, Louisiana. I believe that's Tim Crater over there with at the Gladiators Academy. So, got some nice talent over there that those guys are working with. And Rylan Melancon is an experienced fighter. You see his record at 3-1. He was 8-3 as an amateur. He's got his 3 wins are round 1 finishes. So, when he kind of wins and dies on his shield there, because this dude is really, really good.
All that experience, still just 23 years old.
Yeah.
Our tail of the tape, you mentioned that age, 21 against 23. We love seeing that for this bantamweight showdown. Height advantage goes to the Rafisi Shark. I love that nickname. And even on the reach. Let's go inside for our official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, brought to you by OnlyFans, is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist is 5 feet 11 inches tall, and he weighed in at 136.4 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, by way of Recife, Brazil, he's undefeated as a pro, holding a record of 2 wins, no losses. Presenting the Recife Shark, Gabriel Wanderlei. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist is 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 134.8 pounds. Fighting out of Lafayette, Louisiana, he holds a professional record of 3 wins. Only 1 defeat. This is smiling Rylan Melancon. Your referee in charge of the action, Professor Joe Solis.
All right, Professor Joe Solis gets the assignment for this bantamweight showdown. Red gloves for Smiling Rylan, blue for the Recife Shark.
This looks like an aging photo. One looks like 21, then when you finally start to grow some hair on your face and chest, you're 23 now.
See, both of these fighters, we're going to look back and say, man, what a showdown between 2 talented guys. Both of them such promising futures.
I was just thinking that, Raheel, that, these guys, especially at the 125 and the 135 divisions at Fury, they're running out of people to fight that you normally would see them fight at the UFC level. Like these 2 prospects and, a lot of promotions would not fight each other. A lot of guys with undefeated records who have a big future and know that they're not going to fight another undefeated or 1-loss guy. They're going to go after the 2-4 guys, the, 4-5 guys, somebody with a lot of fights, maybe somebody that's well known but doesn't have a great record. Those are the kind of guys that are going to fight. In Fury, you see these guys that are fighting each other. We saw it with Perez Moran and Joshua Van. The winner of that fight was going to the UFC, and everybody knew it. And, of course, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, just a testament to the talent here at Fury. A lot of these, like you're talking about earlier, a lot of the smaller weight guys. We have some very talented lighter weight divisions. All of our flyweight champions getting, booted on to the next level. One of the most successful springboards here at Fury.
There's no hiding. That's the other thing. You don't want to fight? Okay, fine. We'll find the next guy who does. Who wants to
there's
that
plenty
call.
of them. Yeah, there's plenty of them that are looking to fight the top tier Fury guys because they know they're right on the cusp.
All right, inside right now, Melancon playing in the Recife Sharks water.
Yeah, Wanderlei on top right now. He's getting some little grindy elbows, dropping a couple of those down, looking to open a little cut up with those, get that blood going earlier. Can really change the dynamic of the whole fight.
Yeah, and no secret what he's going for. He's trying to create some space here. He wants to create a scramble. He wants to get to that back. But doing a lot of damage here from the top. Beautiful ground and pound from Wanderlei.
Ooh, big elbows.
And he is relentless in this ground and pound on top. And there it is. Whoa. You see the blood starting to flow.
Yes, sir. And there's that back as you spoke about.
Yep. That figure 4 body lock is very tight. They're still halfway through the first round. So this is a bad position for Rylan Melancon.
Man, he is relentless on the ground.
Yeah, Wanderlei just really dropping some heavy heat here. Had him stuck on the side there, even though the body lock was stuck on the bottom side. He didn't seem to care about that. Got some good ankle mobility, just going to stay stuck right here and keep pounding until he finds an opening to get to the neck. Looks like he's going for it now. Trapping an arm. Ooh, big trouble for Melancon.
This is terrible. This is not good for Rylan Melancon. And, you know, he's got everything. Oh, that's it. This is going to be it. That's it.
Solis calls it. That is enough.
Wow.
A win for Gabriel Wanderlei. Wow.
See, the
kid was relentless.
I mean, just as soon as he opened up, there was maybe 10 shots landed, heavy shots. That was it. Referee Joe Solis came in and stopped the fight. You see the immediate recognition from Melancon too. He knew he has made his match tonight.
Yeah, here we go. This fight, you know, couldn't have gone better for Gabriel Wanderlei. This started exactly the way he wanted. He was relentless with his striking, relentless with his ground and pound. As soon as it went to the ground, you could see where he wanted this to go. Just not the same. He didn't just concentrate on trying to lock in that rear naked choke. He saw that he was flattening out his opponent. He saw his opponent was starting to fade and, you know, finish it there with a TKO. Just unanswered strikes. They're never going to let that one go.
All right, Michael Alexander is heading inside. We will get a quick word with Gabriel Wanderlei. But let's make things official first.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Joe Solis calls for a stop to the action. 3 minutes, 15 seconds into the very first round, declaring a winner by TKO, the Recife Shark, Gabriel Wanderlei.
I'm here with your winner, Gabriel Wanderlei. Gabriel, a very, very tough opponent in Rylan Melancon, but you went in there and took care of business very, very quickly. How do you feel about this first round finish?
Man, I feel amazing. I did take this opponent knowing that he has 3 first round finishes. He's 3-1, so I knew he was going to come in for the heat. And all I've been working on is my striking. Everybody thinks I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I truly am, but I got the hands too. They just don't know it yet. That's my first one, and there's a lot more coming.
Well, once you got to the back, that's exactly what we thought. We thought you were going for that rear naked choke again. You got 2 first round rear naked choke finishes, and then you just were relentless on that ground and pound. What do you want next from Fury?
Hey, I want another fight this year. Hopefully after a couple months, maybe 2 to 3 months, and I'll be ready for the next one. I just need a little break just to recover.
Well, we can't wait to see it again, and we look forward to seeing you. Your winner, Gabriel Wanderlei.
Congratulations to Gabriel Wanderlei. Let's get our next fighter inside.
Please welcome to the blue corner for your next fight, Travis Gregoire.
Travis Gregoire making his debut in our heavyweight division. This is going to be our final fight for our prelims broadcast. We will get Echavarry, Perez after our main card broadcast for those of you tuning in. Well, let's get some big boys inside. Blackie Chan is here, Michael Alexander.
He
one
is.
of my favorite nicknames.
Yeah, and for the first time ever during a ring interview, I sneezed. So, another... That's impressive. Yeah, I know.
Hey, Gabriel, here's a huge win and my sneezy hand.
Yeah. I tried to hold it in, but here we go. Blackie Chan, Travis Gregoire. This guy was 3-4 as an amateur, and to me the most impressive thing about this guy is that he took this fight. And so there was nobody that wanted to fight his opponent. And you'll see why whenever you see them in the cage together. He is on a 2-fight win streak after losing 4 in a row during his amateur record. You know, his amateur record was 3-4. Very, very tough dude.
All right, let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Robelis, Despaigne.
Yeah, you mentioned the wins in his amateur career, riding that win streak, but the big thing there, all his wins were finishes. Only 1 fight went the distance, so he either gets finished or will finish the fight. But right now, Robelis Despaigne walking out, and you see the mountain of a man that is.
Yeah, it's a tall man. I was pointed. I had my student at weigh-ins yesterday point to this guy. I was like, "Whoa, look at that guy!" Imagine finding him. I was like, "I'll pass." But one fun thing about heavyweights is, in the blink of an eye, any one punch from either party can score. I mean, nothing is a lock until it is in there and announced. I mean, and heavyweight fights are always so much fun. We almost never get to see somebody of this size, though. I mean, officially, Mike, what was his height?
6'8".
6'8". That's a tall man. And then right here, you're talking about his reach.
Yeah. Let's look at our tail of the tape. You see the 86-inch reach for the 6'7" Robelis Despaigne, the 34-year-old. By the way, our tail of the tape brought to you by Space City Collective for this heavyweight showdown. 86-inch reach. John Jones is?
Yeah, 84. Man, yeah.
Woo. All right, let's go inside for our official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by Space City Collective is scheduled for 3 rounds of the Fury FC Heavyweight Division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, and he weighed in at 238.6 pounds. Fighting out of Huntsville, Alabama. Today, he looks for his 4th win as a pro. This is Blackie Chan, Travis Gregoire. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet 7 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 261.2 pounds. Fighting out of Orlando, Florida, by way of Santiago de Cuba, he holds a professional record of 1 win, no losses. This is the bad boy, Robelis Despaigne. Your referee in charge, JJ Ferraro.
All right, Robelis Despaigne in the red gloves, blue gloves for Gregoire. Heavyweight showdown, the 2012 bronze medalist in Taekwondo.
Oh, shots.
Good Lord.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, you can tell he was out because when he went to post, he just went flat on his face and shoulder. And you may not know it. What's so weird about this is from the fighter's perspective. You get hit, and your limbs just don't work how you think they're working in your brain. And look at him, he's still rocked. I mean, that goes to show that's a good stoppage.
Man.
That went about as quick as we all, could have expected, you know.
All right.
See a full replay.
Replay of the fight. Ooh.
And just from a physics perspective, you'll see these hammer fists in just a minute, but his arms are so long, there's so much distance to cover, thus more momentum and more impacting. And that was a great stoppage. He was out.
He was gone. You saw that body just go limp, Alex.
Yeah. Wow.
Man.
That could have been more than 6 seconds.
What a Fury FC debut for Robelis Despaigne.
One thing about Robelis, he weighed in at 261, but 0 fat on him. Like most guys, heavyweights are that heavy, they got some fluff. This guy is all just muscle and height.
Alex, I have a feeling we're not going to get to see much of Despaigne here at Fury FC.
No, maybe. If we're lucky, 2 more fights.
Oh, man. I already know, just behind the scenes, people were excited to watch him, and I'll just say that. They wanted to see him here at Fury FC, so, whew. Man, that's a way to make your Fury FC debut. By the way, that was our final fight for this prelims broadcast. As I mentioned earlier, Gaby, Echavarry, Stephen Perez will be a swing bout fight. Let's go inside the cage to make this thing official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee JJ Ferraro calls for a stop to the action. 12 seconds into the very first round, declaring a winner by knockout, the bad boy, Robelis Despaigne.
Mike in there.
All right, there you go. Michael Alexander. We'll get a quick word.
I'm here in your winner, Robelis Despaigne. Robelis. It was a dominant performance and a much anticipated Fury debut. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for being here. What do you think about your performance?
I'm very happy. Mi preparación fue muy buena. Tuve 3 meses después de un año de no pelear. Gracias a Fury Fighting por darme la oportunidad de pelear aquí.
He says he hasn't fought in a year. He wants to thank Fury for allowing him for this opportunity. He'd like to thank his management, and it's only up from here.
That's exactly right. It's only up from here, and we look forward to seeing you again. Your winner by knockout, Robelis, Despaigne.
All right, that will do it for us here on this prelims broadcast for Fury FC 80. We head to UFC Fight Pass at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for our main event showdown between Mana Martinez and Felipe Efron, and so many other great fights. Congratulations to all of the winners. On behalf of the entire Fury team and our production team of DNA Studios, for Alex Morono, Cody Owens, and Richard Bergmaster, and the Black Nuts himself, Michael Alexander, I'm Rahil Ramzanali. We will see you on UFC Fight Pass in just a little bit.